The Liberty Center Tiger guys are heading to state in cross country. Let's meet the team.
Kyle Roush, senior.
Jordan Keller, senior.
Weston Gundo, senior.
Andrew Eliff, sophomore.
Chris Miles, junior.
Kenny Miles, freshman.
Owen Long, freshman.
All right, let's get back over to the seniors. Why do you think it's been such a successful year, Kyle?
I think that this year has been successful because of all the time that we put in during the summer running and all the hours that we come to practice and make sure we get the hard workouts in and our easy workouts in. And just even though we didn't have a few runners now and then, we just packed it up and made sure we were at where we needed to be.
All right, Jordan, why do you think it's been a great year?
Just all the time and dedication we've put into it, hitting the times that were allotted to us for our practices and not pushing when we didn't need to and laying off when we shouldn't have.
So resting is a big part of it even sometimes?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Weston, how about for you? Why has it been a big year?
Just all the hard work that the guys have been putting in, and to be able to push each other in practice and everything. So.
How do you get your running in when you play two sports like you do?
Yeah, it's a lot, but just in Friday morning runs and everything when practices don't conflict, that's days that we do two practices. So.
Okay, Jordan, back to you. Being seniors, I mean, there's a lot of young kids, I would call, freshmen, sophomores in this program. What is it your job is as a senior when you're leading a team like this?
To just try not to complain that much. I'm guilty of that sometimes, and to just keep your head up and keep pushing and try to be a role model for them.
But for you, Kyle?
It's just making sure that, you're the role model, so whatever you do, the freshmen, sophomores are going to see what you do, and they're going to ask what you're going to be doing and what they're going to be doing. So
work ethics rub off. There's no doubt about it. Nathaniel, maybe why you think it's been an outstanding year to get your team to state?
Saw the seniors, all the team building.
All right. So do you follow them? I mean, are you trying to stay up with them when you're doing your running?
Yeah.
Okay.
Machine workouts.
Definitely. Okay, Chris, what do you think has been a key part of this whole successful year to get to state?
I think it's just mainly just having the depth we do. I mean, from freshmen to seniors, we have every grade on varsity, and a lot of the coaching helps us. Coaches put in a lot of work, just as much as we do, if not more, and so I think them putting in all that work and showing us how much dedication and time is needed really helps us put in all the time and dedication.
Well, I heard it's more than just running. There's the whole thing about rest and about eating and things like that. Are those key factors too?
Oh yeah, definitely. You should rest just as much as you do putting in hard work and then eating. I eat all the time.
Okay.
Not just because of running, mostly because I like to eat, but it helps. Feed the machine is what Coach always says.
That's right. The machine runs only if you have gas in it. All right. Talking with the younger guys. So what's it been like coming up from junior high to run with the big boys?
It's a lot different. It's more mileage in the summer, more mileage during the season. It's just a lot different than running 2 miles and 3 miles.
Did it take a while for your body to adjust to that?
The first couple races were difficult, but then when I kind of got the feel of it, it wasn't as hard as I thought it'd be.
Okay. Owen, what have you thought from being a first-time guy here with the varsity?
It was very difficult. I had a big struggle in the beginning of the year just figuring out how to race, different from the 2 mile to the 3 mile. So it was just took time to get used to.
All right, let's talk about why you're in cross country. Owen, what keeps you coming back?
I think it was my sister. She kind of dragged me in. So I had a choice of either football, lacrosse, and she just dragged me into cross.
All right, you're still here to
Yeah.
helping the team go to state. How about for you? Why'd you come out for cross country?
It's mostly my teammates because they're just always pushing me to keep going, and it's also my brother wants me to do it with him, so I just kind of stick to what's going on.
Nothing like having a big brother lead the way. Chris, why are you in long distance running?
Honestly, I wanted to be a sprinter at first when I was in junior high, but Coach Roush pulled me away from that very quickly, and I just found a passion for running long distance, and just love doing it.
All right, Nathaniel, what keeps you coming back?
My mom, she keeps trying to put me in here.
doesn't let me go out. Yeah.
All right, you're going to keep it going?
Yeah.
All right. Now to the seniors. What are you looking most forward to about state? Weston, looking forward to what? About going to state with Liberty Center in cross country?
Just being able to experience the race with all my teammates. Just be able to see what we can do down there, and just be able to run our best as a team.
Jordan Keller, I can't wait for.
Just to see how I can perform and then how my teammates perform around me, and hopefully we push each other and just see how it turns out.
And for Kyle Roush, one last race at state.
Yeah. I just want to see how our team just performs, and I think that we can all get a new personal record and probably get top 5 at state. So that's what I'm hoping for.
All right, I'll wrap it up with that. Good job, guys. The Liberty Center Tiger girls carrying on the tradition in cross country and are headed to state. Let's meet the Tigers heading down.
I'm Sydney Miller, and I'm a sophomore.
Sophie Long, sophomore.
Bailey Johnson, junior.
Hope Okuru, freshman.
Gwen Murray, freshman.
Madison Atkinson, senior.
Kirsten McClure, junior.
All right, I'll stay on this end and ask you guys, what have been some of the key things about this whole season that have made it a year where you guys can get to state? So we'll start with Kirsten.
Our coaches have really pushed us this year, and so have my teammates, so yeah.
Hey, Maddie, what do you think?
Definitely our coaches and my teammates, but also I think our summer running and our training has really helped us to get to state and where we are right now.
Tell me about summer running. What goes on then?
A lot of miles, and we do fun activities throughout the summer as well, and it's just we go to camp, which is super fun, and yeah, basically that's it.
You're the only senior, Maddie, so maybe talk about leading this team and maybe being somebody that gets them, where they need to be. And what kind of things do you do as the person that's been there before?
I try to do my best to help them. I try to tell them, because I've been in these positions multiple times, so I can tell them kind of my experiences and how other people usually react throughout the race and like the patterns that go on. So yeah.
Okay, Gwen, tell me why you think it's been a great year for the Tigers.
All of our teammates just really push each other, and the coaches really know our limitations and really push us, and we just have a lot of toughness.
Well, you're up from junior high, so what is this like coming up from running in the junior high meets, and now you're with the big girls, so to speak?
It's a lot different. They just push us a lot more than the junior high girls would, and they just have more experience than we did.
Okay, Hope, tell me about for you. Why do you think it's been a terrific year for the Tigers?
I think we have a really close team and super good coaches.
Okay, tell me about your move up from junior high to being the number one runner on this team.
We have a lot more competition, and I like running longer distances.
Okay, so what's it like being out front leading the team and being the one everybody tries to stay up with?
It's fun. My team and my coaches really push me and help me do that.
All right, let's move on. We've got Bailey. Tell me why it's been a great year for the Tigers.
I definitely agree with Maddie. Summer running is a big part of why we do so well. Our base mileage really gets us in shape to get us to the point where we can start reducing our mileage during this time.
Is it more fun running in the summer or when it's cooler out like this time of year?
I definitely think the cooler weather helps breathing, and it's just you're not as hot and it's rough in the summertime, so the cold is better.
All right, Sophie, it's been a great year. You're heading to state, one last meet. What do you think has made it possible?
I feel like just each other. We all know how to push each other and encourage each other.
Why did you get into running? Why is running long distance something you wanted to be part of? Not a lot of people take this challenge on.
I feel like it just keeps me in shape for other sports.
Okay, very good. Sydney, what has made it a great year for the Tigers from your look?
Just having the team together in our pack time, and having Hope Crew up front just really helps, and having Maddie up there too, and then Sophie and Bailey always right behind me really pushes us to stay as a group.
Okay. You're most looking forward to what about state? I can't wait for what, from your perspective, Sydney?
Just to see how good we place and to get new PRs.
Okay. How about for you, Sophie? Can't wait for anything you're looking forward to about state more than anything?
Just PRing and just seeing how well as we do as a team.
Any reason you'll think this is my last time to run? Is that something to look forward to, Bailey?
No, I'm really sad that cross country is ending. I'm really excited to be able to compete at state and be able to push ourselves against a tough competition there.
All right. Hope, what's the thing you're looking most forward to about state?
I love hotels, and also I hope a lot of us PR and stuff.
Very good. Gwen, what are you looking forward to?
I'm really looking forward to the competition and really pushing each other and then PRing.
Maddie, your last chance to run for the Liberty Center Tigers. So what's that going to be like?
I think it's going to be really exciting. I'm sad that I'm going to miss out on the potluck and stuff every year and the potato soup, but I'm really excited. So.
And one more. How about for Kirsten? I can't wait for her.
Being together with my team one last time for one last race this year.
Atkinson, he's got 2 teams headed to state. Coach, you came through the meat grinder of a regional on the girls' side, for that matter, the boys too. So you had to put a lot into the regional just to get out. Do you have something left now for state?
Well, we're going to find out. That's a great question because I think you're right. We did put a lot into our regional. I think definitely in the boys' side, I think we can run better than what we did Saturday. We had kind of a rough go. We had a lot of rookie runners, even though they were seniors. They've never raced in a regional, and I think they were kind of taken back by how fast everybody was. And of course, now you're going to state where it gets even faster. So we've already started talking about tonight how we've got to work on getting out quicker. We've kind of tried to simulate that in some of our workouts. We worked on that tonight because at the state level, once that gun goes off, Dave, they're not coming back. If there's separation, it's over. I mean, you have to be in that race right from the get-go. On the girls' side, I'll be honest and tell you, it's going to be difficult to perform as well as we did last Saturday. I mean, we ran sensational. We had 4 girls that ran lifetime bests. Sydney and Sophie. Sydney ran 30 seconds faster than her lifetime best. Sophie was 18 seconds. So, I mean, they had sensational races. Maddie Atkinson and Bailey Johnson, they missed their PRs by 1 and 2 seconds. And then Hope ran a PR as well. So, I mean, all cylinders were running for us on Saturday, and it will be a challenge to come back from that. But I think they're anxious to get to that level.
When you talk about, there's that thing, you can't go too fast though when you come out. You can't get overwhelmed by the moment, but yet you have to, like you say, stay with the leaders because this is an elite race right now.
Something that we're really big on in our program is simulation. We simulate everything so that there's no surprises in a race. And you're exactly right. That's one of the things we talk about. We want to get out aggressively, but obviously we don't want to sprint out of there because when we sprint out of there, then we go what we call lactic acid. I mean, it all falls apart after 100 meters. Your body ships in, your heart rate goes up, your oxygen level goes down, and you're basically, it's like a swimmer who has a cramp. You're in big trouble. So we talk about going out controlled. We simulate that in practice with our build-ups and our workouts. And, the girls have done a great job with that.
One of the things, though, when you're out there, you're on your own. The coach isn't right next to you. Okay, do I go now or when do I go? How does each of the kids pick out when it's their time?
Well, I think, another good thing that we do, and we have the luxury, our school does a great job with this. Our athletic department sets us up for success because we travel all around the state and we run in big races. And so the kids at this point, they're on race number 11, so they know exactly whether, and we always talk about in our program, hey, the regular season is experimental time. Try going out really fast, try going out really slow. We mix it up quite a bit, but we always talk about come October, you need to know what it is that you have to do. And, just talking to the kids tonight, I think you got the feel for that. They understand, they're confident how they need to race. They know what they're comfortable with. And we pretty much, on the starting line, there's not a whole lot of coaching that goes on. Our deal is on the coaching, as far as coaching on the starting line, is we want them relaxed. We want them to look around, enjoy the moment, take it all in. Because once that gun goes off, there's not a thing I can do as a coach. I become a cheerleader at that point, try and help them through it, and they're on their own.
Kind of interesting, the guys team has 3 seniors to kind of lead them up front. The girls have a freshman that is number 1 all season long. Has she shown any signs like I don't know if I can handle this being in my first year of big meets?
Absolutely. It's been a struggle for her at times, the confidence level, but we've had some really good leaders that have on our team that have kind of called her off to the side and said, look, you got to have confidence. We've had alumni come back. Brittany Atkinson spent some time with us at camp and worked with her. Kelly Halbert was at regionals. The veterans who've been there, who've won the state championships, they come back and they've worked with her. And the thing that I'm most excited about is we talk about progression all the time. And with Hope, when you look at her at the Tiffin Carnival, she got overwhelmed, went out really hard at the Tiffin Carnival. The leaders, the state champion sat on her, and at the 2 mile mark took off, and Hope panicked and just shut down really the last mile. This last week at regionals, it was a total different story. Hope went out more controlled, stayed with her. We got to the 2 mile mark in Milwaukee, threw a surge in and started separating. And what was exciting for me as a coach is I was out there and I saw that, and I saw Hope had her eyes up and did not panic and actually started closing on her. So that confidence and seeing that growth is something really special.
I see 4 seniors on this team that really look like awesome leaders. Maddie with the girls, and then Weston and Jordan and Kyle. I mean, they seem like they are ready to tackle their last race.
Well, they've got experience. They're veterans, and they're veterans in all different sports. And I think when you take a veteran, you take an athlete, it doesn't matter what sport they play in. But by the time their senior year comes around, they should all have it figured out. They know how to compete. They've been in enough competitions. You look at Kyle and Maddie, this is their 4th trip down to the state meet. So, interviewing those kids, for me, it's fun to watch you interview them, to see the progression from where they were their freshman year when you stuck a microphone up and they were scared to death, to watching you give them a microphone and they have that confidence. They're not rattled. We get the benefit as coaches. We're on that starting line at the state championships, and you see that leadership. Last year, we saw it with Maddie reaching over and holding Sydney Miller's hand, squeezing her hand, telling her it's going to be all right, relax. Watching Sydney reach over and grab Sophie's hand, squeezing that hand, it's going to be all right, relax. Because as freshmen, their eyes are as big as plates when that gun is about ready to go off. And, you look at Kyle and you look at his calm demeanor. And he's really, the last couple of weeks, I felt has just done a great job of stepping in and leading. And I think that's that word experience.
All right.